This has become a staple of Chinese life. Packages traveling long and short distances to express mail centers across the country. In 2013, more than half of the parcels in China were sorted, stacked, and eventually delivered to one of the 231 million online shoppers of e-commerce giant Alibaba.
Without Alibaba, delivery businesses would be set back 10 years. Alibaba changed the way Chinese people shop.
Getting some clarity on Alibaba's highly anticipated IPO.
They're doing a global roadshow, at least 3 continents, guys. So this is going to be a massive undertaking for the company.
What does it all mean for Amazon's bottom line and for Alibaba's upcoming
initial public offering, the tech industry's largest IPO since Twitter?
Everyone is talking about Alibaba, and for good reason. It's the largest online retailing company in the world. In 2013, $248 billion worth of merchandise was bought on the e-commerce firm's shopping sites, more than double Amazon's estimated $110 billion and 3 times as much as eBay.
E-commerce in China is already a much bigger part of the Chinese economy than e-commerce is in the US. Offline shopping in China was not a comfortable experience. The tradition in China was to go to a state-owned store, you'd have to line up at one place, pay for something, you weren't sure what you were getting. Online shopping is very different in China than offline. There's a great consumer experience. If you buy something which you don't like, you have a lot of power to return it. So I think the Chinese consumers have really grown up online.
The internet buzz seems far away from the serenity of West Lake in the southeastern city of Hangzhou. But this is where it all began, where Alibaba got its start and its founder, Jack Ma, first connected with the outside world.
I think what would be my big crazy is that when I do the work, when I do something I love, like when I learn English, like on this lake, I grab every Westerner come to Hangzhou. I grab them, talk to them, practice my English.
Born in 1964, Ma grew up at a time when China was closed off. The country was going through the Cultural Revolution when Chairman Mao Zedong and his loyal Red Guards tried to purge those who they saw as the remaining enemies of communism. In the political upheaval, Ma says he missed out on a traditional education. He says he learned about the West from his encounters at the lake.
I never got any chance to study in a key primary school, key middle school, key senior high school. Never ever I had a chance to go there because I could never take good tests. Every time there's examination comes, I failed.
However, he says repeated failure prepared him for the life of an entrepreneur. After getting into a local teachers institute, Ma became an English teacher. He tried and failed at starting an online version of the Yellow Pages before heading to Beijing to work in a department governing the internet. There, he was assigned to take an American visitor on a tour of the Great Wall. That visitor was Jerry Yang, the co-founder of Yahoo and later a major investor in Ma's company. In 1999, Ma returned to Hangzhou, where he decided to try his luck again, starting an internet company, one that would capitalize on China's role as the world's workshop. In this modest apartment, he founded Alibaba, a site that would allow small Chinese manufacturers to say open sesame to the world of global buyers.
I asked everybody in the company, the startup we have, when we had 18 founders, and I asked everybody, now just to put your pocket money on the desk.
Ma's determination attracted big investors, including Goldman Sachs and Japan's SoftBank, led by Masayoshi Son.
Masayoshi Son and I met was just like 2 people fell into love for the first sight. And at that time, we choose investors, not investors choose us.
And then Alibaba started its rise onto the world stage. Jack Ma hired international staff, including former manager Porter Ehresmann, who produced this documentary about how Ma, through force of personality and charisma, built his e-commerce empire. energizing thousands in employee rallies like this one.
He's extremely innovative. He's very much a team player where he builds an environment where people focus on the goal of the company rather than trying to please him. So Alibaba was a very open environment where I felt people could always throw out your ideas. You could always challenge management. So he created that environment. He was always willing to break a model that was working in order to make way for sort of the next wave of the internet.
To Arisman and Ma, that meant consumers selling online to other consumers, a market carved out by internet pioneer eBay, which in 2002 entered China. Ma decided to go head-to-head with the American company to defend his turf.
Well, year 2003, I received an email from my friend in the USA. She said she's shopping, buy clothing on the eBay. And I was surprised, how can a girl buy clothes? Because in China, a girl usually tests 100 times before she buys a thing. You must test and test and then buy it. So I checked on the eBay. I suddenly realized that eBay and Alibaba are the same animals. If we don't go to the C2C marketplace, someday, with eBay's power, resources, they come to China, they'll kill us. So if we don't do that, they kill us. So it's better we do it.
So Alibaba launched Taobao, which in Chinese means search for treasures. The site was similar to eBay's, but full of friendly icons and other features, popular with China's new online shoppers and sellers.
At that time, many businesses were just getting used to the internet, so Ma's strategy was to offer his service for free while eBay charged fees.
We give free service and customer test it. And our philosophy is always the same thing. Let's make our customer make money first. Only when they make money, we can make money. That's the Alibaba philosophy, that's the Taobao philosophy.
Ma's strategy for Taobao defeated eBay here, but he also had to overcome another major hurdle in China, the prevalent culture of fraud.
There was a lot of consumer mistrust. People didn't want to pay for goods until they physically held them in their hands because they were worried about fakes or just defective products. So Alibaba had to create a system of escrow that you would actually only release payments when you'd actually receive the goods. They also put into place a rating system so you can rate the merchants that are selling to you. So the big challenge for e-commerce in China was breaking down these barriers of trust, and it took them a long time, but Alibaba really made that happen.
Now, 80% of all online shopping transactions in China go through Alibaba's sites, mainly through Taobao and Tmall, a business-to-consumer site full of shops for brands like Elle and Burberry. Alibaba's ambitions seem boundless. The company is starting to invest in tech companies all over the world, including messaging app Tango and mapping firm AutoNavi. And in 2014, Alibaba launched a shopping site in the US called 11 Main, a new competitor to Amazon.
Should Jeff Bezos be afraid of Jack Ma?
I think Jeff Bezos is certainly taking note of Jack Ma. Possibly could be afraid, given what's happened before with eBay. I think there is a sense that, watch out, the Alibaba juggernaut is coming.